what the haters talking about.
What's up, family? We have a case of a 58-year-old divorced mother of two who apparently killed her 20-year-old daughter, her 24-year-old son, then herself. Marcia Edwards and her two kids were found dead in their Atlanta home Wednesday evening. Investigators suspect that Marshall shot her children, then turned the gun on herself. Their bodies were discovered in the wealthy gated community of Vinings Park East Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. during a police welfare check. Marcia was divorced from the children's father, Dr. Christopher Edwards, who is a prominent orthopedic surgeon in the Atlanta area. Here comes the cold part. One day before the murders on Wednesday, Marcia took to Instagram and posted, "I could not have asked for better children." So let me get this straight. There are great children all over the world, yet she couldn't ask for better children. Yet she killed some of the best children in the world, her own children. People. Again, we don't hurt the people we love. We hurt the people we should love, the people we claim to love, because that ain't love. If it happened the way the police suspect it happened, there was no foul play, there was no other exterior forces at work here, you got to be one selfish woman to do something like that. But here's something else I thought about as I read about this case. There was a similar case in California where an Asian woman took her children's life. And this woman, they immediately took to the hospital for some type of mental evaluation. So in this story, they say there's no motive, but they didn't even try to hint at some type of mental disorder. I mean, no, they say, well, we'll check it out. We're looking into the possibility that, she was mentally disturbed or anything. None of that. It's just that black woman kills her children. There's no explanation whatsoever. We can't find a motive or an explanation. We won't even guess at an explanation. I'm not trying to defend this woman at all. But I'm just trying to show y'all how they spin these different narratives when it comes to black people in mainstream media. The mainstream media, they cold, man, and they have always been complicit in the negative imagery of black people. Mainstream media. This is why it's important for me to continue this channel. I'm going to tell you straight up, I have thought about discontinuing this channel a few times. Besides the whole YouTube stand on my back, constantly giving me strikes, I'm fighting left and right, just constantly. Y'all don't even see the stuff that I go through with YouTube behind the scenes, because it ain't really necessary. It's not necessary for me to mention it every single time they come at me with something, but it happens often. But besides that, there are a number of people that come to this channel who are very unappreciative of what I do. Some who, from time to time, disagree with what I have to say. And then there's others who are just trolls and who will say things that they wouldn't dare say to my face. I mean, wouldn't dare say to my face. So, anyway, I find it necessary to have an alternative voice than the one that we're used to hearing. Because mainstream media, the usual suspects, and all of them, man, they all run the same play. and they all have the same agenda, and they've all been complicit in the negative imagery of black people. They always have been. This is why I continue to run my channel, and I continue to support other channels who, would host, whose job is to lend opposition to the negative narrative that they try to spin on us. So that's why I support all these other channels. Like, I don't agree with every single thing that every person says, every issue. There have been times I got some really good friends who do this, and not just on YouTube, but in other mediums. And I don't agree with everything they say, but I know overall we got the same objective. And so we just have different ways about getting there from time to time. That's all. But I just found it very interesting that they didn't even try to lend an explanation. They didn't try to guess why that something like this could happen. They didn't throw the mental illness. They didn't throw the mental illness ball. They just we have no idea, no earthly idea. There's no motive. We don't know why she did it. And speaking of she, let's get back to Marsha. Marsha said that in her Instagram post, she could not have asked for better children. On the contrary, if Marsha did what she's suspected of doing, I'm pretty sure that her kids could have asked for a better mother. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?